Oh. 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 Sir, I need your help.
What is it, son?
I was walking and I must have lost consciousness and I can't remember.
Can you remember your name?
I remember that. That's easy.
Do you know your address?
Yeah, that's no problem.
Then what is it that you can't remember?
If I could remember what I couldn't remember that I forgot, then I would remember.
Oh, do you want a water bottle?
That's it. I remembered what I was supposed to remember.
What?
That I couldn't remember how to do plurals with nouns.
Now, what do you mean, son?
I know I have one water bottle, but if I have two, is it two water bottle? That doesn't make sense.
Well, that'd be water bottles.
Oh, you just add an S?
Yes, just add an S.
Well, how about I have a rock? How do I do rock plural?
Oh, that would be rocks. It's that simple.
Just add an S and I say rocks? Oh, that's easy. You could have one apple, but if there's two,
Apples.
that's apples and it's just an S?
It's that simple. Just add an S.
How about bananas?
Just add an S.
Pencils?
Just add an S.
How about chairs? Oh, candles.
Yep, just add an S on both.
How about books?
Just add an S.
Well, how about cars?
Just add an S.
Horses?
Just add an S.
How about houses?
Just add an S.
So I just have to add an S.
Yep, you have it.
That's great.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I forgot. You know, there's words that end in S, like bus. We can't just put an S after that because people won't realize it's plural. Because you know the word grass? That has two S's, but it's not plural. We add an ES to the ends of words that have S's. Then people know that they're plural.
So if it ends in an S, we will put an ES. That makes sense. Oh, buses.
Just add an ES.
Grasses?
Just add an ES.
Glass to glasses?
Just add an ES.
Dresses and guesses and addresses?
Just add an ES.
Oh, and also the letter X.
What?
When you say X, you're saying S in the word X.
An X?
So we add an ES to the ends of the words that end in S and X.
Oh, so if it ends in an S or an X, we add an ES.
Add an ES to the words that end in S and X and CH and SH and Z.
Oh, so if it ends in an S, an X, a CH, an SH, or a Z, we add an ES.
Yep, you got it. Boxes and foxes?
Add an ES.
Sixes?
Just add an ES.
Dishes and washes? And crashes?
Just add an ES.
How about peaches?
Just add an ES.
Beach to beaches?
Yes, add an ES.
Okay, so I understand. So we're just going to add an S to all words that need to be plural, except if they end in an S, an X, a Z, a CH, or an S. Then we just add an ES, right?
That's right. Oh, I forgot. There's another exception.
What?
When a word ends in an F or an FE, we add an ES like before, except for you have to change the F to a V.
Wolf to wolves?
Yep, change the F to a V and add an ES.
Shelf to shelves? Life to lives?
Yep, change an F to a V and add an ES.
Knives?
Yep, change the F to a V and add an ES.
Elf to elves?
Yep, change the F to a V and add an ES. Except if it's a double F, or if it ends in an F and there's a vowel before it, then we just add an S.
Cliff to cliffs?
Just add an S. In the word roof, there's a vowel before the F. Just add an S. Same thing with the word chief. Okay, so now I think I get it. To make nouns plural, we're just going to add an S to the words unless they end in an S, an X, a Z, a CH, an SH. Then we add an ES. Unless they end in F or an FV, then we change the F to a V and add an ES. Unless there's a vowel before the V, then we just add an S without changing the F, right? Yep, you got it.
Thanks.
Oh, wait a minute.
What now?
I forgot to tell you about words that end in Y.
Why?
I don't know why, I just remembered. I can't remember why I forgot.
No, I mean words that end in Y. What do you mean?
Well, you see, when they end in Y, you add the ES, but you change the Y to an I first. So you change the Y to an I and then add an ES. That's what that is. Unless there's a vowel before the Y, then you just add an S.
Baby to babies?
Yep. Drop the Y and add an IES.
Pennies?
Drop the Y to an I and add an ES. Monkey to monkeys. There's a vowel before the Y, so just add an S. How about bunnies? Drop the Y and add an IES. Boy to boys. Oh, but there's a vowel in front of that, so just add an S.
Keys?
Yep, there's a vowel in front of that Y as well, so add an S.
How
How about libraries? Yep, drop the Y and add an IES.
Okay, so let me get this straight now. To make nouns plural, you just add an S unless it ends in S, X, Z, CH, or SH. Then you add an ES, but if it ends in an F or FV, you change the F to a V and add an ES. But if it ends in a Y, you change the I to a Y and add an ES. Unless there's a vowel before the Y, then you just put an S.
Yep, you have it. Oh, but wait, there's an exception.
Go on, tell me.
Well, there's words that become different words. Like man, it turns into men. A woman becomes women. Child becomes children. So there's words that actually become different words.
So we add an S to all the words to make them plural, unless they end in an S, an X, a Z, a CH, an SH. Then we just add the ES, unless it ends in an F or FV or a Y. Then we change the F to a V and add an ES, or a Y to an I and add an ES. Unless there's a vowel before the Y or the F. And then unless there's words who just change totally, like child to children and goose to geese.
Yes, you have it. Except, well, you have those words that don't change at all.
What do you mean? Oh.
Like if you have one deer, it's still deer when you say two deer or three deer. Fish becomes fish still, and sheep becomes still sheep. It doesn't change at all.
I think I have it now. To make a noun plural, you just add an S. Unless it ends in an S, an X, a Z, a CH, an SH, then you add an ES. Unless it ends in an F, FV, or a Y, then you change the F to a V, and then add an ES, or a Y to an I and add an ES. Unless there's a vowel before it. And then sometimes words change totally all together, like man to men and child to children. And then sometimes words don't change at all, like fish to fish and deer to deer.
Yep, sounds right to me.
Oh, that's just clear as mud.
But mud isn't clear.
I know. That's why I said clear as mud. Forget it.
Hey, where are you going? I forgot to tell you about the words that end in O. They get an ES too, unless there's a vowel before the O. Oh, forget it. Just going back to my chores.